Now on Antigua Shipyard, and in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have our red Protoss player hailing from Team Prime. That is Creator. And his opponent in the bottom left-hand corner from Fnatic. It is our green Terran player. It is Rain.
Yep, cross positions on Antigua Shipyard. And so this is kind of another situation where Rain can have a lot of different options to choose from in the early game in TVP. You know, he can go for something very aggressive. There's lots of places to hide barracks around the map. And he could also go for something more economical as well. You can take a fairly safe third base in this matchup on this map a lot of cases. So, you know, Creator.Prime won't really know what to expect. But, you know, like the previous games, we can be sure that he's going to be playing this a little bit more safe than he would normally play. Maybe, I think, in Protoss versus Terran, he's going to be scouting a little bit more diligently. Yeah. And just kind of trying to hold attacks. But, you know, last game we saw him 4-gate. So, you know, we really don't know what to expect from him.
And that's exactly why you 4-gate in a best-of situation.
I guess so, yeah.
Because you don't know what to expect afterwards.
That's definitely the first time I've ever seen Creator 4-gate in PvT.
Yeah, crazy, though.
I've seen him do it in PvP. He did that in Team Marine Challenge, but...
Yes, he did.
Yeah, PvT, very, very rare. It's like seeing him do like a Void Ray all-in on this map or something. I'd be like, what?
I like it, though. I like the decision.
It's not a bad map for him, really. I mean, we see players like Genius do that on this map all the time.
And we have taken gold minerals, I want to reiterate, out of our version of Antigua Shipyard, so it's basically mirrors the GSL version now, so but that's the standard that we're going to be playing with at IPL 4. So let's see here now. It's Rain putting up gas on pretty normal time on 13, and we'll see what he decides to do after that. Creator, on the other hand, looks like he's working towards some sort of a one-gate expand, although, I said that last time, and, well...
We just don't know.
No.
These guys are so unpredictable. They're trying to fake each other out quite a bit in this series here.
Yes.
A little bit of worker-on-worker action. Nope, not anymore.
Yes.
Probe is like, eat my blue dust.
That's true.
It's not really dust. It's more like, eat my blue energy.
Probe said that was a little too hot for TV. Probe-on-probe action has to stop.
Thanks.
All right, so let's see here now.
Probe's gone wild.
Yes. It's Rain sneaking his way into his opponent's base. Nothing too out of the ordinary for Creator. Follow this up with Stalker and Warpgate technology. He is not getting his second gas very quickly, so it leads me to believe that it's going to be the Zealot Stalker 1-gate expand, but we'll certainly find out in a bit. And Rain, there's a factory. We'll see if he wants to go full-on double gas 1-1-1, or if he's going to try something else, and we already have a reactor popping up on the barracks.
Yep, could certainly be a 1-1-1 one-base play from Rain. And those, as we've noticed in the history of StarCraft 2, are generally pretty good against Protoss. But I think over time, Protoss have become better and better at holding those types of things off as well. So Creator.Prime, you know, he has to be expecting that sort of possibility, especially against Rain. So I'm sure we're going to see him scout fairly early. We may even see a very quick robo from him again.
Well, no super quick second gas for Rain. He's going to swap this on and start producing some reactored Hellions. Yeah. And does have another 100 gas, so he could put down a starport if he so desires to do... well, there's a tech lab on the barracks.
It's going to be an no, it's not. Okay, never mind.
No,
I saw the minerals saved up, but of course, you know, he was using those on Hellions.
Yeah. Could very well be, though, that... well, I mean, without the starport right now, it's not going to be a super quick Hellion drop or anything like that.
3-gate expand from Creator.Prime, it looks like, so playing very, very safe in this matchup. This is actually just a perfect start to what he needs to do to defend against early aggression from his opponent. So far, it's going pretty well. And yeah, Marauders and Concussive Shells coming out, like you said. So will this be the all-in variety, or... Oh, did you see the factory? I wonder if it was close enough.
Good question. Let's find out.
It was pretty close.
Yes.
Yes, he did. Okay. But he didn't see the add-on, so he still has no idea what is going to come out of this factory. That could easily be a tech lab on there as well.
I think he got far enough to see the lack of a second gas in addition. So
yeah,
we'll see how that kind of plays in.
Doesn't seem to be affecting anything right now. And he does have 3 gateways. Yeah, there's the Robo Bay going down. So he should be, you know, equipped well enough to hold off this aggression from Rain. Although with some good micro, you know, with Hellions, you always have that opportunity to just get in there and do some unexpected damage. And he is building up a lot of Hellions behind all of this.
Yeah, this looks like this could very well be the
going all in.
Marauder Hellion all-in variety.
Yep.
So, all right, Rain, are you going to pull any SEVs with this? There's a few of them.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Okay, well, a few units making their way out. This is, wow, Creator just does not have a lot of units on the field right now. He will be able to add them in quickly, but, oh, wow, he may have to give up that expansion. We'll find out in a bit.
He's a bit low on minerals right now, so, you know, he's going to have a few less units than he would really want to, I think.
Yeah.
And he's going to start that Observer right away. Yeah, there's the Observer, so that's more resources that will not be spent on defending this. And this is actually a pretty good timing for Rain. And Creator, I think, might be caught a little bit unawares by this.
Okay, first SCV is going to test the waters up at the front. There's only a couple of Stalkers there. Immediately, Creator pulls the rest of his forces back, cancels at the very last second, drops down one force field at the bottom of the ramp as well. It allows units to slowly filter in, but this is allowing Creator to pick apart a couple of these at the ramp. The Hellions haven't been able to make their way in quite yet.
Creator.Prime handled that perfectly. A lot of times you see Protoss players try to save their Nexus and then just die because of it. Creator.Prime knows, he's like, oh, you're on one base too? No problem. I can just cancel this, restart it when you leave, and I won't be really any farther behind than you will be. So, yeah, Creator.Prime handled that great. Rain wasn't really able to get a whole lot done. He did cause the cancel on the Nexus, but nothing else. So really, it just kind of reset things to where now both players are more or less even, although Creator.Prime starting the Nexus a little bit later here, but with Chrono Boost on probes and things like that, he should be able to get a decent amount out of it relatively quickly.
Let's see here now as, yeah, I mean, like, you know, kind of you're hinting at that the next command center is up for Rain, so he's going to have that a little bit faster, but with the damages that he sustained before and the amount of probes that Creator made, he didn't overmake them, he just made quite a few in preparation of that expansion. He's going to be able to saturate that base very quickly. Really won't be all that far behind economically.
Yep, and Rain just has to go home. He's like, all right, can't break you now.
Yep.
He's going to go back into some standard play. And you know what? Those Hellions are going to actually come in very, very handy later in the game. If he keeps those alive, those will be great for things like counterattacks. If Creator.Prime does add on Templar at some point, those will be great for sniping those as well. So Rain is definitely going to want to kind of keep those Hellions in mind as he goes into the later part of this game. Going to stop making them.
We do already have a Robotics Bay coming up, and there's one Forge, so... And there's the second. I was waiting for it. So, you know what? We have had... This is the fourth game now with Creator.Prime. It's the first time we've had a double Forge. I'm shocked and offended, but mostly shocked.
Well, he's had a hard time kind of playing standard against Rain, so not too surprising really that he's kind of had to wait a little bit. But this is, you know, and this still isn't the ideal scenario for him. You know, his Nexus did have to get canceled, so he's a little bit behind where he'd prefer to be. But you know, like we mentioned earlier, because Rain's expansion was that much later as well. He's not really behind Rain. You know, he's just kind of behind his own personal sort of schedule as a Protoss player.
That's true. But he does have 8 workers up on his opponent right now, so already doing a very effective job with that. We already see a Ghost Academy coming up for Rain, though, and we'll see if this gets picked up on... Oh, well, the Observer just dies.
Yep. Good eye by Rain to see that little shimmer from the Observer.
Yep.
And he doesn't see the robotics facility either.
Well, let's see here now, as there are 1-1 upgrades now on the way for Creator. He will power ahead with those for a little while as he buffers his Colossus numbers. And he does have quite a good economy still, up by 11 workers.
Those Hellions doing some scouting, looking for a quick third here.
Yep.
And as soon as he sees that Colossus, he's going to probably start adding on some Vikings and maybe wait a little bit with the Ghosts, because right now Vikings will be quite a bit more valuable.
Oh, nice
look at that,
job.
using the Hellion for vision. Oh, that's so smart.
Wow, that's so well done by Rain there. I'm really impressed.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's our second Colossus now. Range is coming up. It's going to be about another 100 seconds before it does finish. And those 1-1 upgrades are shortly moving out as well. Rain's got a pretty good bioforce, though. Yeah, oh, what does the scan see?
Sees pretty much everything. He sees one Forge, sees a Robo. Can kind of...
both Forges.
Oh, he sees both Forges, yeah. So he knows exactly what's going on here. And Creator.Prime is now going to have to worry about Vikings, I would think. We'll have to see if Rain starts adding them on. He does already have a reactor starboard, so he could. Yep, they're the Vikings right away. He's going to probably hold off on Ghosts for a little bit longer now at this point.
Yeah, let's see. As when 1-1 upgrades finish for Creator as well, his force is just going to become that much more powerful. Oh! Big drop coming up for Rain. He's going to try and make his way into his opponent's base, but Creator, he is waiting for just that. He already has Stalkers positioned across the bottom of his main.
Yeah.
Oh, and the probe moves by and sees it.
Yeah, he's going to have to move some more units in there as well, but could potentially kill off a medevac if he gets it just right.
Let's see. So he's going to make his way over in a second. Cleans up the Hellion that was providing him vision just a while ago.
Here we go.
To move to a third base. He's going to make his way up. Already a couple of warp pins. Rain, not even going to test it, just moves away.
Yeah, good decision. He wasn't going to be able to get anything done with that drop,
right.
So better just move away there.
All right, now Rain has, let's see here, how many Vikings? Already has 2, going to 2 more after that. Of course, he doesn't have a ton of medevacs to support this army. Creator going up to a 3rd base, loves doing that, of course. And he will be able to set down a couple more gateways in just a bit.
Yeah, he's got a big Colossus army right now, but not a lot of gateway units just yet to protect this. This is kind of a defensive force right now. He's going to kind of wait to add things on a little bit later, concentrating mostly on his upgrades right now, as we can see. And
you have some ghosts coming up for Rain now, so...
Yep, it's about time.
Yep, starting to add those in. Observer's going to get a pretty good look around. It's not going to see a 3rd base, of course. So, does Rain even have another command center coming up? No, it doesn't look like it quite yet.
Yeah, he tends to sit on 2 bases a little bit longer than most players, as we've kind of noticed here.
Yes.
And, you know, he'll have a very strong 2-base army because of it, of course, too. He's adding on another starport as well, which is kind of interesting. And in those kind of mid to late game situations with TVP, if he pushes out and gets some decent EMPs, he has a chance to take out Creator.Prime's army. And, losing some of those, losing all of those Hellions. Wow.
Colossi, so good. All right, let's see here now as Rain putting up a missile turret up at the front. Observer's not going to be able to sneak its way back down there and see anything. His next Nexus is finished, though, and he is sitting on 51 workers, so we'll be able to transfer over most of the stuff from his main and start saturating a 3rd base, so his economy is going to look quite good. He's adding in his 4th gateway now as he's about to finish up +2/+2 as well.
He's got to have more than 4 gateways. Is that really only? You sure?
Yeah.
He's got
1,
3.
2, 3.
I think he's got 5.
4.
Oh,
5,
there we
6.
go. Okay, I was about to be shocked. I was like,
go.
he's been up 3 gateways this long. I'm like, no, it can't be possible.
My world is shaking.
That's impossible. I'm
right.
kind of thinking of Luke confronting Vader at that point.
That's
That's not true.
No.
That's impossible.
All right.
What are you whispering? Lord Vader, I can... we're in the middle of a shaft. It's very loud here. You have to speak up. Oh, sorry.
Yes, my apologies. Sorry. Okay.
Would have been awkward if Luke hadn't heard him the first time. He's like, I am your father. Luke's like,
What? You killed my father? Are you admitting it?
I didn't hear it.
Is that what you said?
It's like, no, I'm your father. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, what?
What? My hand really hurts right now.
Like, never mind. Hold out your hand.
All right. Let's see. Okay, big engagement coming in. Guardian Shield's going down. That's so many Vikings. One of the Colossi has fallen. Second's going to go down here pretty quickly as well. There it goes.
Yeah.
The 3rd one will go down, but there's nothing to clean up the force that's at the bottom. Rain just GG's out. He knows he doesn't have a chance.